Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from gorgeous, sunny San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I hope you guys are fired up and ready for another fantastic day. You woke up on the right side of the grass today, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video. That is a gift. It is a gift from God, which is why it's called the present, with a bow on it and everything just for you. The language you use to describe your world tells your brain and yourself what you are experiencing. Let me say that again. The language you use to describe your world creates for you the framework with which your brain interprets your own reality. Shakespeare says it like this in Hamlet. You've heard me say it before. There is no good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Tony Robbins, everybody say hi. Tony Robbins says, there's no meaning to a situation except the meaning you attach to it by the story you tell yourself. And I've given you several examples of this. What you use by way of your words to describe your situation, in most cases, will determine the quality or lack thereof in your life because of what you say. What you say is really important. The power of life and death is in the tongue. You literally have the power to speak the situation at hand however you choose to speak it, and this will become your personal reality. It may not be reality, yet it will be your reality. So what group are you in this morning when I pose this question? Are you in the group that says, I'll believe it when I see it? Or are you among the few that says, I believe it, so I know I'm going to see it when you can't see it? Let me tell you the Bible story behind it. Those of you that know the story of Jesus being raised from the dead and then greeting many of his disciples in the upper room, and he has his holes in his hands and feet, and Thomas comes around later and says, yeah, right, he rose from the dead. Yeah, right, y'all saw him. Yeah, right. I don't believe any of that. I'll believe it when I see it. So what happens shortly after? Jesus shows up, knows what Thomas says, and he goes, hey, buddy, come here. Put your fingers in my holes, buddy. Put your fingers in my side. And Thomas says, my Lord and my God. And he goes, blessed are you because you saw and you believe. But blessed are those who believe who have not yet seen. Do you have to see it to believe it? Or do you have the faith to believe it, believing that you will see it? Because one requires no faith. One requires empirical data. One requires the facts and the figures. One requires for there to be something tangible for you to grasp audibly or visually or tactically. It requires your senses, your physical senses and your physical being to say, I will believe it when I see it. Ah, there it is. I believe it. It is more blessed, ladies and gentlemen, to live a life of faith, whether that be in your marriage, whether that be in your parenting, whether that be in your business, whether that be for your physical well-being, whether that be for your spiritual well-being, whether that be for your financial situation, whatever it may be. If you can believe it, then you can trust that you're going to see it. Because believing it is a possibility, first and foremost, is the catalyst for even allowing your brain to go to a place that allows it to focus on and concentrate on and magnetize itself to the relationships and the resources that can bring these things together for them to manifest. So, are you of that group that says, well, I'll believe it when I see it? Or are you of that small group of people of faith who say, because I believe, I know I'm going to see it. It might not be right there, but I believe it's going to happen. It might not be happening right now, but I believe it's going to happen. I might not have the evidence to show or to support, but I believe it's going to happen. I may not have the relationships or the resources now, but I believe it's going to happen. I believe, therefore I know I'm going to see it. Or are you going to be like, they call him Doubting Thomas. I don't think he was Doubting Thomas. It just, Bible doesn't call him Doubting Thomas. It's just that, the dude was legit. Sure, Jesus was here for real, whatever. I ain't going to believe it unless I stick my fingers in his hands, in the holes in his hands, and I'll believe it. Good old Jesus. You believe now that you saw, dude, but blessed are those who believe and do not see. You see, if you believe it, then you know you're going to see it. And if you see it up here, then you can begin believing it, which is the idea behind dream boards. People may forsake these as silly, simple realities. The truth of the matter is, how can you hit a target you cannot see? Having something in front of you, before your eyes, that you are focused on, that you are attentive to, that you are watching over, that you are nurturing, if you will, is of critical importance to keep your vision before your eyes, so that you give your mind something to magnetize itself, to move towards. The same thing happens with your goals. When it comes to your goals, you forecast your goals. You don't have to know how it's going to come together. You don't have to know how it's going to happen exactly. You don't have to have 52 steps to make sure my goal is going to come to pass. What you must have is, you must have the very clear goal. You must have the very, very clear goal. The more clear the goal is, the more you can taste it, touch it, smell it, feel it in your mind, the more likely you are to hit or accomplish or move intentionally towards this goal. So what category are you in today, my friends? Are you in the category of Thomas? Are you the one that says, man, I'll believe it when I see it? Well, that puts you at effect in the cause and effect equation, because now you just got to wait around for something to happen. Or are you of the sort that says, I believe it, therefore I know I'm going to see it? Are you of that family of faith who says, I do not need the empirical data. I do not need to know all the answers. I don't need the 57-point checklist to believe that this is a possibility and to believe that it is going to happen. I have a faith that I am going to exert, and I am going to press, and I am going to push, and I'm going to believe, and I'm going to declare, and I'm going to trust that what I'm seeing here, I believe will come to pass. And what I believe with my heart, I know I'm going to see. Who are you? I'll believe it when I see it? Or because I believe it, I know I'm going to see it? The difference, my friends, is the difference between a life of faith at cause or a life of reaction at effect. Have a great day, guys.